Hi Darla, looking at your macro photos here. Let's see what you have here. Okay, so you're using your Canon Rebel with your 50mm lens. Okay. Alright, so looking at this shot, yeah, I know it's really tough to get a really close-up shot with a 50mm lens. Unless you have the 50mm macro. But I see the limits here in terms of what you're doing with this, so it's good for you to know how close you can get. And it gets in pretty close. It's not so bad. Same thing with this particular shot right here of these dried flowers here, and the fact that you were shooting an aperture at f4, so you have a pretty shallow depth of field. But the whole idea is to be able to get in nice and close, and here you use the flash, and you can see when you're in close like that, it still illuminates things pretty well. Same thing with this one. Being able to get in relatively close, but looks like the flash did kind of a nice blend of available light along with not burning things out. Sometimes when you use a flash and you're in really close, you can sometimes tend to get things where it just burns things out. Your ISO here at 400 is just fine for something like this, just perfect. Okay. So now you switch things over to Panasonic Lumix. And I love this. This is, being able to get in there and positioning this doorknob over here at this part of the picture and having these kind of extreme lines of perspective going on here with the door. That's great. That turned out really nice. ISO 400, perfect. And that aperture on that that Lumix is really nice. That you have a really bright lens on a point-and-shoot camera like that. Good. Okay, yeah, same thing here. When you're, using that really wide-angle lens, you can really see how the perspective can be a little bit more extreme, but this works to your advantage on a shot like this, where you've kind of pushing the wide-angle effect with this shot of this lens. And your ISO at 400, maybe you could bump it up a little bit because you're at a 1/13 of a second here, and you did a good job of hand holding it, but you might want to give yourself a little bit more of a cushion, especially like when you're shooting down here at a 1/10 of a second, but you have a dark subject here, so that could sometimes throw things off. But in terms of getting in nice and close, this worked out very nice. Same thing with this one. It's really good that you were experimenting both with your Canon, the 50mm lens here. I see here's the Canon lens right here, and also your Lumix, because you can definitely see how much closer in you can get with the Lumix than what you're able to do with your 50mm lens on your camera, on your Canon camera. And this is very nice. Nice colors. It has kind of a Pinterest feel to it. There's a certain sense of style. I like this kind of button. You don't have any idea of, doesn't really give you an idea of if this is a current shot or if this is could be like an older nostalgic kind of shot. So that works out very nice. Okay, and your ISO at 800, good. And this is also nice, being able to get in. It's kind of an interesting, designy looking kind of shot here with the polka dots on the fabric in the background. Okay. And then this one also a very nice kind of sense of style and design with the looks like the bottom of a lamp. And your ISO at 80, good. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's see if we can see the whole collection here. Okay, yeah. So out of these, I think these turned out quite nice. I love the fact that you experimented and shot both the Canon lens and then switched over to the Panasonic Lumix, and we're able to get these shots. And so now with two different cameras, you have the ability to see how close you can get. So well done. Thanks very much.